Hello and welcome to a programming session. Um, I found the idea for this because I was just casually searching through languages. I recently learned D and I wanted something that I could compile into multiple different languages because C is like D, right? And it's like C, and I wanted something that I could transpile to C, or maybe even a ton of other languages, so that I could simply just do it, you know. Um, and I found Haxe. It has support for translating into multiple different languages, so I could switch platforms anytime I want. And it looks like a Java. Looks like a wannabe Java. I have honestly no problem with Java. I don't get why everybody hates it these days. Might as well learn it. But yeah. So what are we gonna be doing today? It's live. We're gonna be creating coding uh, in Haxe. Let's try out a new language. So yes, it has officially started. Um, and let's begin. I'm gonna first download it because I have not done that. It looks like it downloaded a PKG. I like it. Pretty good influence. It doesn't have any, anything in between. Agree. And it'll take less than a minute. In the meanwhile, it says this would be hello world. So looks like you have something similar to Java, it's like static public, and you do define it as for yes. It supports multiple different modes. I could make this. If you don't know, I've created a fucking language called Key. I could make it transpile also. At the compiling stage, I'm stuck because I don't want it to compile to assembly. I want it to directly go to an object file. But the Macho 64 thing that my operating system supports is complex. I tried getting around it, but I realized that I might as well just create a video to get you guys updated on what I'm doing. And it worked. Yes. What does that mean? Do we have Haxe downloaded? Do we simply yeah, okay. And it supports a lot of different languages, which is again exactly the purpose that I would want for my language. Would we like create some? What's the main.hx? And then I'll just copy all of this scheiße. Bam. And could we do Haxe? For now I'm gonna do interpret this. How do you interpret this? So something like this. So you don't give the file extension. Yes. It gives some sort of log, right? And I could transform it into JavaScript, maybe. So could I say main JS main.js, and I went with my node main.js. Do we even have node installed? Yes, it's loaded. And if we look at that main.js, no, main.js, naughty. Yeah, it creates some scheiße. create some trace. And yeah, so that's basic program. Goodbye. Um, maybe I could remove that, and there might be like something like a. I have a feeling. Okay. And dash dash main. Okay. Um. Now, what are the other programming languages that it supports? Oh, we could do CPP into directory. I wonder what's happening here. So, what if I said that CPP result out cd out gives us that seek, and we have a ton of files. Yeah, and let's see, Madzy. Yeah, I'm gonna keep on saying that I could convert like my key into this such of this language. I do not know how to compile that, so I will not be doing that. I'll just say out and maybe compile hacks to see the other languages. PHP. There's a memes be rolling now. And you can convert it into Java. Do I have Javik? Yes, I do. So I could say hacks dash dash main dash dash Java, which looks like what it's specifically meant to do it. Haxe lib setup. Okay, enter for default. Boom, we have it. And now we do whatever the heck we want. And we need another one. So we need to install. I like it. So a built-in package manager. Something that every language should have. It is kind of bloated, yes. So we got a main.java. Now, if we... What's in Java? So let's just cat main.java. It's directory. How I just realized how messed up this is. So we have like a hacks folder. Yeah, and then we have like 10 files. The problem is, which file do we run? So I can see which one is a folder now. I have no idea how to run this. Yeah, I just honestly have no idea. Actually, no, I'm just gonna go outside a couple directories. Right. So you could do .c code. Interpret it into so that's pretty cool. We just checked it out a little. I'm gonna explore a little more. Welcome, I'm back. Oh, there's Python. Yes. So, could you just do that? Like, you could. Main.py. Now just run main.py. What does it give us? It doesn't do anything. Because I think that main.py Oh dang, that is. Okay, I think yeah, and it's probably just gonna be. I think it might be the container code. Yeah. So it has some sort of accelerator and all that, even though we really don't need that. It just has it. We also have types. The thing is, Haxe isn't used that often. Do, 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 do. Oh. Okay, cool. So, what would that print out? I'm just classically wondering. Yeah, it's gonna say Boolean because that's precisely what it is. We're asking it what out, who are you? Which is, yeah. So let's run it again. Haxe main.hx python main.py not main.hx, just main. Does it actually print that out in a? Oh, it puts it out here. So during compile time. Cool. So this is a function that takes in I as an integer and s as a string, returning a boolean, because we're actually taking the type of the function pointed. But in this case we're calling it, so it should be boolean because that's precisely what it returns. Does that make sense? Am I talking in circles? So I don't like how there's no syntax highlighting, but it's better than VS Code, so. And this is how the classic function works. Can you take in arg v and arg c? What does that look? And there's even optional arguments. Would you look at that? But there's a question mark in front of it, so it might not be as clear. Right? In null ability, it's able to detect whether it's null or not, which is already really cool. So you could have like an optional I that you don't need to put. Can I get out of here? Optional I. So you don't need to put the I. You can just like say out of two things. Test. Do you do semicolons? Okay, yeah. Test 5 and hello. Oh, you could also do test hello 2. Right? So I could say void for now. And here I'll be tracing I plus S. Does it work like that, or do I have to like do something like that? Five, hello, none, 2. Yes. Except I don't know why it prints it after. Blah, 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 blah. So oh wait, no, that all works. Never mind. So I is this and S is this. Yes. That works. We went. Okay, I didn't this week, but like the first error. Let's go. Hallowed be thy name, King Lord King. Pretty easy, actually. I hate the fact that it doesn't give where it is. Come on. Yeah, I may have just slightly put everything wrong. Slightly, nothing wrong with it. Definitely not just messed up definitely not just messing up the whole thing. We see it. I is 5, S is hello, I is none, and S is 2 because that's exactly what it did. Right? Right? Does that work? Yes, that works, man. That um default. So I like that. You could either do an optional argument, or you could say, for example, this has a default value of 69, right? So when you print it out, it's gonna say sorry. Yeah, 69 because it seems it knows that you didn't ask it. Right? So kind of day. I say that way too much. I like how the question mark does that. And there's a standard library. You guys, so do you expect? Dot code. Oh. So yeah, I would like way more methods about this. And what about a variable? I don't even know how to do a variable yet. Come on, stop saying all this stuff. I don't know what a variable is. I don't know what a you just use var. That's pretty dang cool. So could I just say like for example, what in the world just happened? For example, what in the world just happened? That's a pretty good example, I guess. Do. So we could trace. Like a var string. And do you have to give it a type? Yes. So var string, hello world, and I just trace the string. Right? Right, man, am I right? I can just interpret it because that's quick. Boom, hello world. That's how it works. You don't have to do that much work. All you do is just get it immediately. Also there's such thing as macros. I would try to do this to like use macros for one reason. Literally, I would use macros to change the name of the trace to printf. Actually, it doesn't tell me how to do that. I don't get how all of it is in the API. Yeah, not that much document. Actually, it's a lot of document if you think about it. And you have a code book, which would be perfect for me. But why go the easy way? Come on, man, you can't do that. But yeah. So I've been messing around with this, and I created, found out. Okay, so you this has sort of like a C style array, but it has a ton of functions. For example, push, right? And for the joint, and you print out the line, so. I think we'd continue coding in Haske. You could also use new. And is there more ways? You could push or you could create a copy, right? And that's essentially pretty much the same thing. I could give this array a copy of this, so we're not writing directly into the memory address of that array. We're just copying it into another registry, right? I'm gonna put it into Python version just to show you how cross-compatible it is, and it works exactly as it would. I could also give you the interpreted version, which, as expected, does the same thing, but has this um thing for the tracing. Yeah, well, that's pretty cool. And you could also do some. That's called like Python list fancy stuff, you know. Um, so you could like say, oh, and you could iterate over them, like as in, it's a very simple syntax. It's just like for like I'll just call this ints for example, because that's a really good name for it. Yeah. So for int in ints, for every integer that we go through, we're just gonna be tracing the integer with like maybe a we found. So should all be on the same line, right? We found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 15. So we essentially iterated over the thing. And we could create a new something new. Since we have numbers, I could create an array that's like, for example, I'll call it new. That's could be an array, but for I in ints, for each element, we're gonna give I plus 1. So here we could just say new, and it would give the added 1 values, 6 to 9. What? I'm sort of confused. What is the problem? Could we just put it into a Python? No. 6 to 9 keyword new cannot be used as a variable. Oh. So I'm gonna say new all. Right? 9. And it should I ran it using the Python mode. And it adds 1 to all of the items. If you look at the main.py, the code that it's producing, you can see that it's giving something crazy. So it's really being comprehended as something else, not the Haxe, because it compiles to different languages. It doesn't just run magically. You need another compiler slash interpreter. But you could use the Haxe built-in interpreter, or you could convert it to another language. And that's pretty cool. Like you could map it to a place float, which is something in the standard library, right? Could I use like the manual? Remember the manual API documentation, and I'm gonna filter to like place float. There's such a thing as place float. I know that. Yeah, just doesn't have that. But you could use std. And it has a string, right? So I could turn all of our values into string. Oh, since these are all yeah, blah 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 blah. What would happen if I like just randomly said 5 plus 1? Would it actually concatenate as in the way we know 5 1? Okay. So it just works like that. It will add it to the end. It won't do any of the C style. So, what if we gave null? Can we have like null as of actual value used in here? Um, I guess. So, what's something interesting we could do with this API? There's not that many people using Haxe. I mean, there is a pretty good standard library considering that nobody really pays attention to it. You could allocate bytes. Yes, this is what you call good. I was doing this to see maybe I could link this and D together because they're languages that I just like started learning and then I never even like did more on. Like, don't worry, I'm going back to them. I just created like one video about creating a new type of assembly. Um, but yeah, and I could also reverse this. So I say new dot reverse. And the thing that's cool about this is that it's like Python. If you do that, it'll instantly replace everything. Reverse everything. It doesn't need any C append. I mean, I would rather just use the like actual Sigma way of doing it. But yeah, and you can join them. Wait, so are you telling me like I could do like the classical array style, but I could also do something like recreate the array style by just saying we printed just to know that it's actually working. And you print out new join. We're gonna join it by comma and a space. Wait, so yes, yeah, okay. I think we should like it had Haxe had this support to better error messaging. It just says error happened at line blah blah blah. Like the tracing is really good. So hmm. We have this all working and it prints out, yeah. So that's pretty cool. And it even works on the ending. So we literally have a lone array. I bet that's what they do when it's like taken away, but it's a string. And yeah, this. I think I've seen it on like a rest or something like that. And rather than doing like a classical, I think Python has this range function. Yeah, a range function. And essentially what you do in Python is you would say like let's say range of 1, and that gives it an array of 1. The heck? Oh, is it math? No, it's some sort of for I in range. Yeah, one in the world. Am I just unlucky? Stop. So what if I did range 05? What happened that quick? Doesn't put anything. Wait. So I'm gonna assign it to like a value and say I hate how like the Python doesn't indent it for you automatically. But yeah, it does do that. So I have no idea what the type of A is. Yeah, it's a class range. So they have their own class. That's basically, as far as I'm thinking, it's an array of the value. Wait, so let me get like an illustrator here. Yeet. So my handwriting honestly sucks. So you will not like what you see. Believe me. And what was I talking about? Python range. Right? So my assumption is that like we have this range function. I'm writing slowly so that it doesn't like it's legible. Okay, that's the best piece of handwriting I've ever wrote. And range, as you can see, it returns some sort of range class. And what I believe is that Python makes a built-in optimization. Whenever you try to loop over it as if it's an array, right? And how do you loop over it like it's an array? You would do something like for I in, right? Like, and we say, for example, a range class. I'm gonna make it bigger so for people that can't see. We do for line range, and we like give the value. I'm as sure as I am. I think that like an optimization will be made. The Python thing will see that it's a class called range, and essentially what it'll do is just turn it into an array, treat it as an array. Because in Python, that same way you could do like for I in 1, 2, 3, print I, whatever, and it does that. But Python users got kind of annoyed because they wanted to like loop until a number, and they didn't want to do the C style way. Right, the C style way is like you do this and you say like while I is greater than or equal to 5, print I. And I don't even know if I did that correctly. That's proof that it's hard to do that. Right? Yeah. Actually, I think that's pretty wrong, but I don't care. Right? They didn't want to do it the C style way, which is like the for int I is equal to 0. I is greater than or equal to 5, I plus plus. Because the Python syntax is a match with that. So they created a function, as far as I perceive, a function that took in like this range. Took in the number, the starting, stopping, and ending. What? Starting, stopping. Whatever. But they took it in and treated it like an array. So instead of doing like I'm gonna do a shorter number 0 to 2, if you run that in Python, I'm just gonna show you. I could just print the I, right? And get 0 and 1, which is might look weird, but it is repeating 2 times technically, and yeah, Python numbers are also built like that, which I kind of like. One of the only things I like about Python that it keeps its C-style way. Actually, I don't hate Python. I like it, but there's some things I don't like, and this feature is something that I really like. As far as I perceive, the Python interpreter changes this range function as an array. So, for example, rather than doing that, it'll actually print the array of what is in here, 0 and 1. So it's going to be there, 0 and 1. I can infer. It's going to treat it like that. And if we do for I in 0, 1, print I, it's going to have the exact same result. I could be something else. I don't know, but I'm just saying. That's my personal perception. It could be something different. Like this actually like that's the simplest way to view it, the way that I'm using. In reality, it's probably a class that gets casted to an array using some sort of optimization Python technique, or maybe even direct memory management like C, because Python is built off of C++. So yeah, you see the low level similarities. Yeah, so Python made that sort of observation. And like Python has a really large community. If there was a problem like this in C, and there's tons of problems like that in C, nobody came to fix it. They started worrying about backwards compatibility because all the libraries were built from the 1960s. The 1960s. We're in 2020 and we're using libraries from 1960s. They got so annoyed with this, but they never changed anything. C never changed anything. GNU never changed anything. Clang never changed anything. Python did. It made it easy for its users because Python is meant with the users in mind. C is meant for whatever the frick. Just get your code done. and get out of here. So that's why Python is a really good language. It has a large community. I could switch up learn programming in C. Why do you keep on messing up? But there's like maybe 500 videos, but like, that's not a lot if you think about a tutorial. If you switch to Python, there will be literally 5 million at your use, at your hands. Data science, all that stuff that you can do in Python, that's so modern. And C is back in the old days. I like C as a language because of its memory management. I might as well move to Rust. And many people have done that. Heard this guy saying he rewrote an entire library just to make it better. Entire library into Rust, by the way. Sorry if I'm not saying anything. He wrote his C code in Rust, and it took him 6 months, but he said he liked the output, liked the outcome. This is how much people are angry at C. So angry at C that they move on to another language. I have no problem with Rust. Rust is fine. But I'm just saying, most people say with great power comes with great responsibility. But I'm going to say, with great responsibility comes great power. You can do a lot more in C than with Rust. And I hope that this might like just be me randomly saying stuff, but I hope that there's also a version of Rust that is always unsafe, and you can do safe mode. I'm fine with Rust. No, I do not hate it at all. I'm just saying, like, I don't hate C either. I'll still be programming C, and Rust was meant to replace C. I'm stuck in this friend-enemy-friend relationship. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna stick with my old pal. I'm not gonna go switch languages. I'm not a trader. I'm not the next Benedict Donalds of the 2024. I mean, actually, even switching the West wouldn't make you Benedict Donald because that's just being dramatic. So, yeah. Whoever says that is the next Shakespeare, next drama artist. Yeah. So, we have the range function in Python that's meant to work better. And I've been talking about this for a very long time. But in here, it has a different approach. It would have something like, as far as I perceive, again, for I in 0 to 5. And I like the 3 dots. It means like keep on going. Dot dot dot. Remember, like you know what that means, right? Dot dot dot. At the end of every like thrilling movie, like he doesn't know what to do. Dot dot dot. End of story. Catches the reader's attention. Except in this case, it's not meant to catch anybody's attention. It's just meant to be like dot dot dot. So you don't know what's in between you. It's just saying 0 to 5. I mean, it could be better, honestly, but still. Still, it's, until like 2050, it's the best method I would think we could have. So, yeah. It's me again. It's me again. I'm back to explore animations. Mine today. Animations. So like I could define it. Do you do it outside of the class? Or inside? But I guess outside for now. Wait, so I'm gonna copy it. And for now I'm just gonna say red, blue, green. Move all of this. Scheiße. So once we do that, I'm just gonna print out basically maybe divide enumeration, which I believe should be 0, but it could also be 1. Probably 0 because it follows Haxe follows the rule of starting by 0 instead of by 1. Boom. And it gives red. Yeah. Can I get it as an integer, like parse int? Or do you have to call like the specifically std dot? Okay, So how do you convert the enumeration into a integer? Can you cast? Or you can do color dot red. So like it still tells me red. So could I cast this as an integer? Or does that not even exist? Because there's not any types. As far as I believe, yes. So convert string to int. Or maybe I could like this might kind of help. No, it does not. Because I get that it's red, but I want to get like exactly. So you have like you have an int, right? So what class is it of? It's of std, right? So dot int of the color red. So I'm gonna cast it from an enumeration to just a string. Color should be float. Oh, what if I said 0 plus color dot red? Because there's no type, so we couldn't simply cast it. And yeah, it's considered something else entirely. I'm going to just print out the number of it in the enumeration. Now, can I print out, like, for example, add these two up? So 0 plus 1 would be 1, so I think it would still be the green color if we can add them up. Yeah, we can't. But if we like tuned into Python, it may hide that. No, it's actually pretty smart. I thought I could sneak away from it. So, well, we know that's of type color, and we can trust that. We can ask it for its type, and I don't know. I don't even know how to do that. So, find type. I'm so stupid that I don't even know that. So types, right? I think it was some sort of maybe type of. Um. Mm, 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 mm. Well, there's a lot. Enumeration instance. So we could even create a constructor like that, and using enums. Yeah. I could also use ERGB. So, what if I just copy this entire example and paste it? And I'm gonna put it into the Python, and we say call with the red value of 255. I'll call as red value of 255. Which makes sense because even though there's red, green, and blue, Haxe goes to preference, right? So because it's a switch statement, it looks at the first color. The first color is red. If we switched it up, like made it green, red, blue, which yes is very impractical, not the best format. It still does that. Weird. My right. My rite. Oh, I get it. So it calls red, yeah. I think it's inevitable unless we do like G or I think. Wait, I have no idea. Honestly, I'm too stupid. Like technically it was blue. I mean, sorry, yellow. Isn't that what it does? Oh, oh my god. OGB. Why is it just asking for the red color? I think that's pretty weird. Had a value is. I think I could give this, and maybe I could use like a join by the comma space, right? And provide this array of the red, green, and blue. So yeah, so we get the precise colors. Except we do have like that space here. So let me just remove that. Yeah, basically like an array. I don't even think we have to like really do anything. We don't even need to call the join function. We could just do this. Yeah, except it doesn't separate by spaces, but that doesn't matter. It's actually the formatting of the array. So we get the color 255 red, 0 green, and 255 blue. I really wonder what that color actually represents. Let's do a color picker. 0, 255. It's a shade of purple, right? Yeah. I was thinking maybe does this make yellow? Yeah, it makes the brightest shade of yellow. That's what I was thinking. By the way, when I said it was yellow, that's 255, 255, 0, not 255, 0, 255. Shaman 40 Shaman. He's part of the Haxe Foundation. Let's zoom at you. Expecting a comment. So, it's cool when enumeration can have multiple values like that. Like, just enumeration function. Like, it's like it has its own method as an enumeration. You're giving enumerations too much, right. And yes, it's not like the it's way more high level. Probably gonna be because of that slower, I can presume. But it has some low level stuff, such as did I delete that? Gosh dang it! That's not one of them. Don't worry. So, oh my god, it's glitching. But there's some kind of alloc, right? Some kind of allocate. There's some that work only for a platform. So, for example, what if I just searched up things that could only work in Python? These are stuff that could only work in Python. Now you could also search up something that only works for JS, right? In fact, I've been using Python a lot, but I don't need to. I can just say, yeah, okay. Hello. We have a hello, and looks like it's ASCII text. So I'm gonna just redo that again with hello.js. How about main.js? And we can run that with main, with node, and it says yes, exactly the same. Except it is more complicated. Is this node? I think ustrict is only a node, so it won't work as vanilla.js. Yeah, I think it may. I don't know. But what's something else I could do? I could do Flash just SWS or something like that. I want something that'll convert into a file because I don't like how it's like an entire folder full of. Yeah. So you can generate Lua code also. I don't even know if we have the Lua compiler, but I'm just gonna do it anyways. How do you even compile Lua? I feel Lua is crazy for its indexing. That's the thing I hate it for. But anyways, run Lua. I won't have it downloaded probably. I don't think I have it, right? So do you have like Lua? No. So that means main.lua is a waste. It has way more stuff than I actually have downloaded on my machine. So yeah. And we have C code that looks like. Could I convert that into C? Like say hl main.c. Haxe lib install hash link. I think it might not be actual. It's gonna give me a ton of errors. Oh, it is actually let's see. But hlc.h is not defined. Which is pretty crazy. File. I don't want any hair transplant. I'm happy with my hair. Chill. So, how do you run it? Anyways, I do have a main.c, blah, 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 yay. Nay. What's, the Haxe? Is it a directory? Oh, I get it. I'm just gonna remove all this Scheiße, if you don't mind. What did literally... I downloaded one thing, chill. So... I'm gonna say thanks to the Haxe, compiler, obviously. What else am I gonna be thanking? There's haxe.org, code.haxe.org. I'm gonna distinctively recognize them. api.haxe.org and lib.haxe.org because I used all of these. Yeah, I used all of them. So I already have these. Actually, no, I'll just say Haxe Compiler anyways. Haxe.org, code.haxe.org, api.haxe.org, and lib.haxe.org. I don't think there's anything else I used. So, we have Haxe. And there's probably not a lot. Actually, there's way more than I thought there'd be. I thought there'd be like literally two. Two projects. Use whatever you want. It was so cool. Oh my god! Everybody, look at it. So yeah, there's using a raised beginning. What I want most in you can turn it into Inscription, which is really cool, and you can even work with this. So I could read that real quick. So open main.haxe. No. Open main.hx. Load, whatever the heck. Edit anyways, because I want to edit it. And what if I classically no, it works like that. You can just not even use a main thing. I think it might be able to do like that because it is after all a really high level language, and it is after all really close to like Python and Lua and stuff like that. If you look at a programming family tree, I think I already put it on. I should probably just stop the video and edit. Goodbye, guys. Say. I'm just in the process of destroying everything I know to create something new. Yeah, no, no, put it on. You got me. Okay, that looks good enough. And now we just delete all of this. Don't mind me, it's gonna take a long time. Actually, not exactly a long time. I consider that pretty fast because I've waited for longer things in my life. I'm just gonna trace sister.stdn.read line. Do you seriously have to start with capital letter? My serious only question. Do you have to start all the libraries with a capital letter? I think it's some sort of like purposely done thing. And it asks, waits for input, and it gives us. Now what happens if like we overflow the buffer? So will it fall subject to buffer overflow? Like C. I'll just put it all it needs to print. You print it all it needs to print. Everything. Hair don't lie, hair dies. Wait, no, I did not mean that. Sorry, I was trying to say something random. So I could even do this with Python. I think it's the same high level thing as Python, except I'm running it on Python because it doesn't have the stupid, not stupid, but it doesn't have the meta checks. So, yeah, because these high level languages get it easy. Seriously, man, they spoiled as a donkey. So I wish they added like ability to convert to assembly. I feel like that would attract a ton of people. Except, yeah, we'll take that. Yeah. So. So, like, I could use Haxe H. It gives way more data. Like, it gives way more stuff. Called a given macro. Oh, we got way more. I think GCC has more of those, but GCC dash. Yeah, GCC is way more than Haxe, but again, GCC is bloated. Oh my god! Just casually scrolling to. Why did the reset command completely destroy everything? Come on. I use reset to clear my terminal from all my past failures. It's a pretty cool thing. I could just open the dot. Why is there some? No, like seriously, no. Okay, I could even destroy these. So I'm gonna completely destroy everything. Now I just have made a hacks in the description. Sorry about the fact that I stopped making that I only made one D video. Make soon. I'll make more soon. Thank you, and shall we learn once another programming language and once another programming session. Sorry. Oh, very funny, very funny, very funny. So, that's pretty cool. what is this keyboard? It's a pretty good keyboard that works on based on relocations. Like, I'm honestly, nobody's asking me right now. I just feel like a lot of people would ask that question if they were watching this. Don't worry, I'm not live or anything. I like to pretend I am because I'm really stupid. Yeah. Um. What the fuck? I'm just built like that. I'm weird like that. But anyways, the reason I have this, we have a lot of free time, so I'll just explain it. Um. If you look at this in VS Code, you can't like do things that skip a ton of lines. In Vim, you could just say 13 up, and it'll repeat that same instruction 13 times. I could just give a random number and say up now, but it's just gonna go there because it has bounds. Like seriously, Vim is not that bad. Chill, chill. Um, but anyways, because I'm gonna do that, I have to see this is 14 lines down. So I can do 14 down, boom, we're there. And this is 14 up, top is 14 up. So I go 14 up. Let's say I want to go to lib.haxe.org, which is 10. I'm just going to do 10 down, 7 up, 6 down. I could just randomly spam numbers like that. And yeah, it makes it really cool. I don't know if you can do that with, yeah, you can even do that with the grade. And I would see like that is 155 left or 155 right. 200 left is all the way there. 209 is literally over there. Wait, let's see. So 207 is how long this is. I could try that out by doing that, or I could actually look find out the length using some fancy thing. But it's better than VS Code, right? Like, can we all relate to that? In VS, I can like do stuff. I can do stuff with this. I can do stuff with this. Anyways, that's just experimenting. I will always code in Vim. Vim is superior to Visual Studio Code. Boom! That's done. And I think this video is done too. That's it. Thank you. And see you in another programming session. Will you? Will I? Will you? Yeah, so I think that is a farewell. And I will end this with a very famous dazzling incident, as you can see on the camera. If you don't see it, that's kind of crazy. You should be seeing this dazzling effect that I made using this. Pretty easy. Easy. Now I'm gonna stop talking about that and actually end the video. Goodbye.